Hey, it's me, Tiffany. Welcome to my channel where I share all things pregnancy, postpartum, and motherhood related. I'm a certified birth and postpartum doula, so that means that I support women and their families on their journey from conception to postpartum. If you haven't had a chance yet, please check out my website at www.nurturedbytiff.com, where you can check out my doula services that I offer. You can check out my childbirth education courses and my merch. So, I've been following this story for about, I know I may be a little late, but I've actually been following this story for a month now because I was trying to see if this mother was going to be, came upon any charges or anything like that. So it's a story out of New Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. A young girl, Alexi Trevizo, if I'm not mistaken. I think I said that correctly. She delivered a baby in the hospital. I'll let you all see this clip and come back and we'll talk about it.
In a New Mexico hospital trash can. They say that baby's teenage mother, Alexi Trevizo, delivered him in secret in the hospital bathroom and left him there. Eddy County deputies arrested Trevizo in early May for murder and tampering with evidence charges. But Lauren Green looked through hours of newly released video showing us what happened that night at the hospital. And you're also going to hear from the doctors, nurses, and custodial staff who discovered this tragedy.
It was a bloody massacre mess.
I've dealt with death before, but never like this.
Right.
It was horrible.
My job is to save lives, and I had no chance on that baby.
This is what staff members at Artesia Hospital recall after 19-year-old Alexi Trevizo allegedly gave birth in an emergency room bathroom and left her newborn in a trash can. Staff members say Trevizo went to the hospital for stomach pain, but ultimately denied knowing she was pregnant. And while getting treatment, Trevizo said she needed to go to the bathroom, where she locked herself inside for at least half an hour.
She said, "Yes, I'm fine. I'm just having a hard time going to the bathroom," is what she replied. So I was like, okay. And then as I walked, push the call light if you need anything.
And then I just kept hearing paper towel dispenser.
Eventually, hospital staff told her they were going to unlock the bathroom if she didn't come out. That's when Trevizo came out on her own, and hospital staff had a janitor clean up the mess left behind. Minutes later, you can see that janitor needing comfort after finding a dead baby boy tied up in a bag in the bathroom trash can.
It had like a fresh liner inside, so we didn't think nothing of it because we looked. So when I pulled the liner out, there was like paper towels. She had it tight, because it was the top was twisted, and then tucked under, so it wouldn't open up. And then when I picked it up, that's when I noticed it even more, because all I saw was black and purple, but once we picked it up, the bag suctioned to his face.
Investigators questioned one nurse about how Trevizo was acting after they told her what they found.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
And she really wasn't even crying tears. She was just, and the only thing she was upset about was that I think she was going to be in trouble with her mother.
And that same nurse seemed to be perplexed and angry at how Trevizo and her family reacted to what happened.
No one asked me anything about the baby's condition, if it was a boy or a girl, anything.
That's so unbelievable, to just the story alone, but then to walk us through that. Lauren Green, obviously with us now. So Lauren, there's also video, we saw a little bit of it there, where doctors confront Trevizo and her mother about finding the baby.
Yeah, Tessa, we shared that before, back in May, actually, and she starts crying and telling her mother she didn't know what to do, and she also refers to the baby as it, saying it wasn't crying or anything.
The case is quickly gaining a lot of attention, both in the state but nationally as well. In fact, we saw some of the videos that Lauren just showed with you on TikTok.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tessa. True crime podcasts and videos are huge right
now. So, I remember being 17, 18, something like that, and finding out that I was pregnant and being terrified to tell my mother that I had gotten pregnant. But the fear was never to the point where I felt the need to hide it and then try to have it. Why am I calling her it? But you know what I'm saying? Where I felt the need to hide my pregnancy, have my daughter, put her in the trash can or, the dumpster, try to flush her down the toilet. It was never on that level. Now, there are conflicting stories saying that the girl didn't know she was pregnant, but then some people said that she did know she was pregnant and she actually had named the baby. we need to be realistic here, okay? Teenagers are having sex. They just are. They are. You know, you can preach and teach and try to do all this stuff, but we need to be realistic. And we, as parents, I feel like we need to lay the options out on the table. All right, okay, you know, you ripping and running out here, you hanging out with your little friends, you might think this little boy is cute or whatever it is. You need to be on some type of birth control, you know, or there are ways to prevent pregnancy, you know. And I also know that sometimes a parent can lay all that stuff out on the table and their child still chooses to be sneaky and say, oh no, mom, I would never have sex, or I wouldn't do that. Her being in the hospital and delivering the baby, and from what the story said, she actually suffocated this baby and left this baby in the trash can. Now, you were already at the hospital. You could have delivered the baby, been honest, you know what I'm saying? You're already out here playing adult games. You're already out here acting as an adult. So let's be adult about this, okay? So you're already at the hospital. You delivered this baby. You could have very easily given this baby to a nurse, even, you know, a janitor, or, you know, whoever, and been fine. That's what they have safe haven laws or safe haven rules for. You can turn over your baby and no questions asked, or none of that, you know. Children are a gift. Okay, children are a gift, and it's sad that you have people out here who have babies and don't want them, have babies and mistreat them, have babies and throw them in the trash can like they're nothing, when you have these options. It's not like you don't have options. You have options to use birth control. You have options to give your baby up for adoption. You have options to just hand over your baby after you deliver your baby. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And the pictures after the fact of her going to the prom and just living life like nothing had happened, that just blew me, honestly. I feel so bad for the lady who found the baby in the trash can. I can not even fathom how traumatizing that was for her to see. In her interview, you know, even watching the camera footage, you could tell that she was visibly distraught. And I don't think that people think about the things that they do. I think people feel like their actions won't impact people, or they don't think about the people that they don't know. You know, it's a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? Your decision to not come forward and be honest about what you did has now impacted the lives of so many other people, and hurt so many other people, and traumatized so many other people. And it's a lot. These people might not even be able to recover from this. And I know that she has been able to, you know, she was picked up and arrested, and if I'm not mistaken, she has been charged, and very rightfully so. All of that, I didn't know I was pregnant, and you know, all that. I've seen the TV show I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. As someone who's been pregnant 4 times, I don't know how you don't know you're pregnant. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. So please, I don't need nobody jumping on me saying, well, I was pregnant and I didn't know. I'm just saying, I just don't know. For me, because I've never experienced it, I don't know how you don't know that you're pregnant. But I can tell when she was running down that hallway, she knew something was coming out of her, because she was running with her hand tucked behind her back like she was trying to catch something that was coming out. So she knew, she knew. I'm sorry. She knew. I'm going to continue to follow the story just to see, you know, what the outcome is. It's just really sad all the way around. I get being, you know, maybe being afraid. You feel like you made a mistake. You know, I get that, but it's you have to own up, you know what I'm saying, to what you do. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be accountable. And I get it, she's a child, you know, but still. no. She knew what she was doing. In my honest opinion, she knew what she was doing. And the fact that she could have the baby and suffocate the baby speaks volumes to me. Yeah, like I said, I just we have safe haven laws in place. I feel like everyone should get on the internet, Google it, see what your state, recommends, what they say, what you can do. So if you find yourself in a situation like this and you have a baby and you don't want to keep this baby, you can have the option to give the baby up for adoption, or you can have the right to, or the option to turn your baby over to the police, the fire station, the freaking mall, Walgreens, somewhere. Find a safe place to take your babies, because if you don't want your baby, I feel like there's someone out there who would love the opportunity, to be the mother, be the father, of a baby, love a baby. And like I say all the time, it's not for everybody, but I know that there are people out there who are struggling with fertility issues and going through life events that are causing them, not PCOS, endometriosis, so many different things that people could be possibly going through this, preventing them from having babies of their own. Just like this little precious baby could have been given to someone to love, someone that they could raise him, and give him a chance, instead of just throwing him away like a piece of trash. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this story? I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching. As always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.